happening, everyone? Welcome to Zimbabwe. This is our room here. We arrived here yesterday in the beautiful area of Victoria Falls. We're staying at a hotel called Pioneers, and I will give you a little tour of that at some point in this video. But just now we are just setting off for the morning. Just showered, breakfast, all that stuff. Got a little bag of goodies there. Today I'm just going to take my Canon R6 with a 50mm lens. All this stuff will be linked below. I've been using a little set of Hoya filters that I got, so I'm going to put a polarizer on because I think it'll just take the edge off the water splashes and things. I've not used a polarizer too much, so it'll be interesting to see if it makes much of a difference. But in that Hoya set I got a polarizer, an ND filter, and I think just a clear filter as well as like a bit of protection for the glass, and that's all attached to the 50 1.2, and I'm vlogging on the iPhone 13 in the cinematic setting. It's quite cool. All that stuff's linked below, so check that out. As far as music goes in this vlog, I use Epidemic Sounds. That's linked below as well, so check them out if you're looking for music for your vlogs. But enough of that stuff. Let's get it on and let's get going. That is such a tropical environment. I still got a sunburn yesterday, but at some points you're getting absolutely soaked from the spray of the falls, and you're getting kind of chilled by the breeze that all that gushing water is creating. So I didn't feel like I was too hot, but I'm definitely feeling it on the back of my neck this morning. We're actually here during the rainy season. They had a massive downfall of rain just before we got here, which washed away one of the local roads. But even still, the falls are actually at their lighter point. If I remember this right, the falls are fed by the hills that I think are in a neighbouring country, might be Botswana, you might have to fact check this, but basically the hills kind of soak up all that rainfall, and slowly over the next few months it filters down, and it's usually kind of mid-year that the falls are at their heaviest. But just incredible to see. Never thought in my life that we would be travelling like this and visiting places like this and seeing sights like that, so it can be pretty surreal sometimes, and yesterday was definitely one of those days. As for now, just chilling at the hotel. It's pretty quiet today, it's a little overcast, so there's not too many people out sunbathing. I've got my mates, the 3 ducks in the background. Don't know if you can see those guys there. They just chill by the pool, and sometimes they go for a little swim and eat all the little bugs and the mosquitoes that kind of fall into there. So it's pretty surreal to be here, to be honest. I can't say I've ever stayed in a hotel or lodge like this, maybe outside of work. A few times for work trips and stuff we've stayed in places like this, and yeah, this place, Pioneers Lodge, we're staying at by Victoria Falls. It just opened just before lockdown, just before the pandemic hit, so then they closed, and you can imagine what that's been like, trying to soak it all in and be present and be thankful for everything that's come our way in the last few months. And that just about wraps up this video. Thanks everyone for checking it out. Let me know if you found the stuff on the polarizer interesting. It was really my first time kind of having it out in the field, shooting the greenery when there was pools of light falling through the trees and falling onto the leaves of the trees, whereas normally the highlights would be blown out unless I really underexpose it. I could find a balance there, find it a bit easier, and I think you can see pretty well in the example photo that I showed you there where the highlights are blown out, and where with just a twist of the polarizer suddenly the highlights came back, and it didn't really flatten the blacks there. There was still a bit of information there, so really useful. And I'm sure there's a multitude, if that's the right word, of scenarios where the polarizer would be useful, so it's definitely something I'm going to be keeping in my bag from now on. I will link it below, so if you're intrigued by it and fancy getting your hands on it, check out the link below and have a look for yourself. Let me know if you do try it how you get on. And that just about brings this video to an end. Thanks everyone for checking it out. Have an amazing festive period wherever you are. I'm off to get a massage, and I will see you later.